Hello and welcome to Let's Do Tea. I'm your host, Katie Mcmillan, and today I've got a very special guest, Mr. AJ Dean.
Hello. Hi.
Would you like a brew, AJ?
Yes, please. I would love one. Thank you.
Ducky, put the kettle on.
Ducky, get me a custard cream and a bourbon. Hello, hello, I'm pleased to meet you. Why don't you come over for some tea? Hello, hello, I'm pleased to meet you. I'll be your hostess, I'm Katie. Hello, hello, I think you're smart. Why don't you come over for some tea? Hello, hello, I think you're fine. Why don't you come over for some tea and a chat with me? Ducky, put the kettle on.
This weekend's a very special weekend. It's the Queen's Jubilee. So I've got a bit of Battenberg here.
Yes.
I'm going to light a candle and I'd like you to do the honours of blowing it out, making a wish and cutting it.
Got to make a wish as well.
Yeah, of course you have.
Right. Okay.
Oh, help me light it.
There you go. Fire. It's on fire. Oh, happy birthday, monarchy.
Happy birthday, Queen Jubilee.
Jubilee Queen. Did I blow it out now? Okay, I'm going to blow this out. And the wish I make is on behalf of the country and the Queen. So I'm making that now. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm pretty sure that she'd agree with what I wished for.
Do the honours, AJ.
Thank you. Wait, no, I make the wish now. You make the wish before you cut it, don't you?
Yeah. Have you
Okay.
made the wish?
Well, I've thought about it. I've not.
Make it then.
Okay, I'm making it now. Good slice there. Wish is made.
Yay!
Wish is done.
You've recently been starring in Dreamboats and Petticoats.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
I did that for 2.5 years.
How's your Battenberg?
It's really good, actually. I love a Battenberg. 2.5 years. So we did a 6-month tour when it was new, and then came into the West End of London for a bit. Did about a year and a bit there. Yeah, 2.5 years on that bad boy.
How did you sort of get involved in that to begin with? Did you go to drama school? Or?
No, not really. I went to university and I just played a lot of gigs. Like, and I've always been into the sort of like rock and roll music anyway. So a mate of mine told me they were doing open auditions in London. I just turned up with a guitar and played some songs. And they just kept calling us back to do it again and again. And then they said, "Do you want a job?"
How many times did you have to go back before they actually gave you the role?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Probably about 6 times, I think, roughly.
Did you sing the same song every time, or was
Sang
it different?
a different song every time.
What was
pretty
the
much.
first one that you sang?
First one I did was Runaway by Del Shannon.
Is that one of your favourite
It's one of my all-time faves, yeah.
What is it about that song that you particularly really love?
I like the way it's like a big trademark for Del Shannon and like his vocals, because he's one of those first people to like utilise that sort of falsetto sound and make them really high-pitched, sort of like wails, which was a really big thing and became like his stamp and everything. I'm going to try a bit of tea.
It's really warm.
It's really warming on this day today.
Is Del Shannon sort of like one of your idols?
Well, definitely one of them, because he was a great songwriter, as well as having like a really good voice as well. So I listened to a lot of him when I was a kid. My dad had a load of him on record that he used to chuck on, and I always used to try and like do the noises that he did and copy them as best as I could.
What kind of noises?
You know, those sort of like, when he does that little wow 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 wonder, that sort of stuff. All them falsetto, like high-pitched singing, which was really cool.
So when did you sort of realise that you could sing and that it was something that you really wanted to do?
Well, excuse me.
I can't believe you're trying to eat the Battenberg and talk to me at the same time.
I'm just
Can't get enough.
hungry. I'll just have a Battenberg. I think I've been singing ever since I was tiny. Like my mum and nan always used to say that I was singing like from when I was 1. but I was really shy about it until I was about 18 or something. Never ever sung in front of anybody. And then, sorry, I've forgotten the question was. When did I...
When did you start singing? I can't remember now.
Yeah, about one. But then, I was always kind of shy about it, so I never sung in front of one until I was about 18. And then when I realised what I wanted to do it was probably about that time. I got in a couple of bands, and I was just like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, when people were, like, offering to pay me to play a gig or something, I'd say, you can make money from this. This is crazy. What a laugh. So then I started trying to do that.
Who was it that actually said to you, like, you know, you can sing, you could do this if you wanted to?
It was one of my best mates from back home who was in one of my first bands. In fact, it was him that was responsible for actually making me sing in front of people, because he was playing at like a concert that we went on to support him in, and he was sort of jokingly said, "Oh yeah, haha, put your name down, you're going to be doing some songs later." I just thought, yeah, very funny. Yeah, if you do that, I'll kill you. But it turned out he had done, and I couldn't back out of it then, so I had to go and sing some songs. But I just liked it, like really enjoyed it. And then after that, I didn't really look back, and as much as I hated him, at the same time, I loved him because it kind of opened up this world of possibility.
So who have you been playing in sort of Dreamboats?
Well, in Dreamboats, I played a guy called Ray, who was a 17-year-old boy. And
do you think you look 17?
You tell me. No?
No, you've got a baby face.
Sweet.
You can get away with it.
Thank you. I was a guy called Ray who was like best mates to Bobby, who was like the lead guy, and my sister was Laura, who was like the lead girl. And I got to sing some cool songs in that one. And that was kind of fun. And I was a barber as well, so I got to like pretend to cut people's hair. And it was just cool. He was just a cool little guy.
Do you see yourself as a hairdresser?
No, not really.
Would you go into it if that's what if you weren't doing music and acting?
No, I think if I wasn't doing music and acting, I'd probably be in the armed forces. I like to think I'd be like the greatest military leader ever known.
Yeah, somebody actually said to me that you see yourself as a modern day John Connor.
Yeah, or like in real life.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen one day, yeah. I think when the world kind of ends, well, you know, as it probably will, society as we know it, when it collapses in a few years' time, and there's a big war, and the revolution comes, I mean, people are gonna need, you know, a leader again.
A John Connor.
Like a John Connor to teach them the ways of life.
So what would you teach them?
I'd teach them how to like hunt for animals and like feed themselves and like make their own clothes and you know.
Can you
fight.
sew?
Yeah, I can sew, not very well.
Have you got a sewing machine?
No, I do everything by hand if I do. Like some repairs and things, but
yeah.
You know, I could teach them to light fires. You know, as a Cub Scout, I could tie woggles.
Tie woggles.
Some basic first aid and other things like, you know, I can cook some things. But I don't know, it depends what's available after the war, you see, because like we get a lot of like already prepared stuff, you know. If, you know, after the war's happened, I'm not going to go trying to look everywhere to find some cumin because, you know, it might not be readily available.
So if you were John Connor, what would you wipe out? What would it that you would eliminate completely?
Well, I don't want to be like a figurehead of hate. I mean, John Connor's got a
Hitler.
load of... No, I'm not Hitler.
You've got a German background, actually, haven't you?
No, not really. I was born in Germany, on British soil, technically. So technically, I am British. In fact, before the wall had come down, like Hoff hadn't even sung his song yet.
Is Hoff one of your idols?
Not in any way, shape or form, for the record. No.
It is. Don't believe him. Actually, while I think about it, somebody actually told me that you really, really aspired to be like Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Who the hell told you that?
Just a rumour I heard.
That's not true either. Again, there's no truth behind that. I think he's very good at what he does. Like, his songwriting is good, you know.
Do you think he's good looking?
Sure.
No comment. You can.
Somebody has found him attractive, haven't they? At some point.
Has he got children?
Do you know? I don't know. I don't know at all. Actually, does he?
I don't know.
That's a good question. Maybe people could write in.
So when you were doing Dreamboats, did you ever have any knickers thrown at you? bras.
I never had any knickers, but I did have a couple of bras.
Do you dress up in those?
I tried one of them on just to see, because it was quite a large chest size, and I was curious to see if it would fit me. It was actually bigger than me, so I don't know who that belonged to. I never got to meet them, sadly.
And what's the best thing that you've been given by a fan?
One like dear old bloke gave me his entire record collection,
Oh.
which was amazing. You
All
know,
vinyls. What would you say that your favourite vinyl is that you own?
I don't know.
Or a few that you really love that you play
Well, I've
a
got
lot?
yeah, okay. Well, I've got quite a lot, but one of the ones actually that this fella gave to me, it was quite a rare Billy Fury EP, one of his early ones, like a Sound of Fury, which has got some great songs on it, and I do love a bit of Fury. Don't even know where to start with that, you know. Like, I tell you what, I have got, which is a cool one. I've got a Neil Sedaka 78, which I got signed by Neil Sedaka.
Oh, amazing.
Which was pretty cool. Like, and that one I listened to that when I was a kid a lot. And so when I had the chance, I met him, and I got him to sign this thing as well. So that's pretty sweet. Like, so that's probably one of my faves.
While we're on the subject of signing, can I have your autograph, please?
Yeah.
I'll have it on my boobs.
Okay.
No, not really, on my teapot.
All right. Okay.
On this one, on the back.
Okay. Right. This fella.
Yeah, on that fella. So when you become like so famous,
Yeah.
I'll have
If
you.
I sign it there, it will look like a moustache.
Yeah,
won't
do it there.
it? Okay. There you go.
That's amazing.
Oh, I've made him look like
Thank
a little
you.
Hitler teapot.
I'm so pleased with that.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! So like that brings me to like ask you about like, you know, like who are your biggest sort of influences,
Okay.
like musically, obviously because you're really into sort of your music.
Yeah.
Or actors.